Jump scare. Half high, half true.
In the arms of an angel. Wait,
Did you eat those edibles that were in there?
No, but I like how you're not even phased anymore and you're just reading your beer and I'm over here. Fly away.
Because I don't care anymore.
From here. You're in the arms of an angel.
Bigdog AC show.
Won't you find some comfort listening to Loud and Clear?
Yes, Loud and Clear, Bigdog AC show. Thanks for listening.
'Cause it doesn't bother me anymore.
You know what though? We got
What?
snacks in the studio.
I'm the only one
Yeah,
out of the three of us
right.
who is not high.
You know what? You know what?
So, right?
You know what?
That's true.
You
Right?
know what? Snacks. She is correct.
So I'm correct. I'm correct. I'm correct.
And the thing is,
And I think I need to.
and,
I don't know.
and me and you are the only ones who are not eating ramen on the
Well,
show.
that too. Is that the shrimp ramen?
Snacks?
I guess.
That's a snack.
I couldn't read it.
Yeah.
That's probably the
Yeah.
stuff that you bought last time you were here.
Yeah.
It's an Asian.
Oh,
It's an Asian.
you're getting us canceled. We're gonna be canceled.
Dang.
I want to learn, but I don't know how to read.
Get fucking canceled.
These are the best.
Is that the one
Yeah,
that had
these
a
are-
picture of shrimp on it, though?
Yes.
Well, so let's guess that it's
Shrimp.
shrimp.
Yep.
Really good. Really delicious.
But it's
Big-
an Asian, so we can't read it.
Big Dog AC show, Loud and Clear with the Big Dog AC show. Snacks
Oh, I
in the
was gonna
studio.
say-
Hold on.
I was gonna say something
Snacks
really
in the
racist.
studio with us. He's still here. He's been here for like a month. Then we want to get him in the show. But here's the deal, though. Here's the deal. Snacks and AC have watched a bunch of horror movies, and now they're going to give you a massive movie review
Yeah.
that you'll never forget. man.
Mammoth. It's
It's
mammoth.
going to
It's
be
humongous.
Snacks is eating
It's
noodles.
huge.
It's
It's, tri-
noodle up. Yeah.
it's triple XL.
Yeah, so it's going to be great. I was
gonna
told earlier, are you going to talk or what? I might talk a little bit. So
You will.
I will.
I'm
So,
sure you'll ask some questions.
You know what?
and things.
I'm going to ask some questions because some of those movies, I really didn't see that they were that scary. But
we didn't see any of them.
I saw a little bit of the Turkey Day. Was it Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I saw a little bit.
Which one?
Just the
Which
hair
part
was
did
that.
you see?
I don't remember what it was, but it just didn't get me. It didn't get me. So,
Well, okay.
but see,
We're gonna talk about it.
But see, we're also going to talk about a new show that Snacks and AC are doing called Jump Scare.
Yeah.
And once that hits, I think it'll be cool.
And Big Dog's going to have something too.
Yeah, I got a show coming up called Big Dog's Metal Shop, the only show with teeth, which I'm gonna run around with that band stuff on what I did, and that's all coming. We're trying to work on some of that. So, but I'm looking forward to AC and Snacks's Jump Scare. It's gonna be so fucking cool because every time you guys watch a movie, you always tell me about jump scares. That jump scare you, that get you, and I'm just kind of like, what the hell are they talking about?
And
I
that's
don't
going to
know.
require
Yeah.
Snacks to actually watch some of the jump scare movies.
Oh, wait. I'm going to have an idea. We should add to this now.
You're going to have an idea,
No, I have
or you
one
have
now.
one?
Since we're calling it jump scare, okay, so you have your rating.
Uh-huh.
Now that we could also add to it how many jump scares there were.
Then you'd have to count them because I'm not going to count them.
I remembered
You remember?
those 3 movies
How
we
many
just watched. I remember the jump scares on them.
You remember how many?
Mm-hmm.
The problem with that is that I'll jump maybe the first time, but then after that I don't jump anymore.
Yeah.
Just that one. The one movie? Was it one of the ones we watched? Never mind. We'll get
So
into
we're going
it.
to talk about Thanksgiving,
Yep.
Night Swim, and The Nun 2.
Yeah, I've seen the Night Swim, kind of the promos for Night Swim. It's pretty crazy, man. It's pretty wild. But
You'll hear.
the Nun 2. Oh my God.
You'll hear.
I don't want to. I would not be. I don't go. No way am I watching
What?
that.
What?
No,
I need to be high too, I think.
I need to eat some noodles.
I think I need to be high.
You do.
I need to do something.
You need to smoke some weed, Andrea.
I don't like
You really
smoking
do.
weed.
Wait, AC. Sorry. Sorry.
Cut that part.
Yeah, we'll cut it. Cut that shit.
cut.
You need to smoke
3,
some
2, 1.
You need to smoke some weed, AC. You need to smoke some weed. Anyways,
I don't like smoking weed.
looking forward to this killer ass movie review.
Will you give us a drum roll?
Yeah, I will.
let's begin. The AC and Snacks jump scare movie review.
So is there anything else we need to talk about before we jump into this?
I thought we were going to have a yodel,
Oh.
but I think that's in the other room still.
Oh, the pickle?
Yeah.
Where's
Are
the
we gonna have
pickle?
the yodeling pickle?
Where's the pickle?
I'll find the pickle in a little while. We'll go at the end.
He already ate the pickle.
Okay, let's go.
That
Close.
sounds just like it.
Close.
It really does, yeah.
That's
I
pretty
need
close.
some more
Yeah.
noodles. I help.
So
All right.
if anyone's still around,
Yeah.
Let's begin.
just we're gonna begin, or we're gonna have like an intro that Big Dog's gonna create for us. So it's not, as of this point, has not been created yet, but will be by the time we
will.
post the show.
So upcoming is AC and Snacks' movie review. It's called Jump Scare. I hope you're ready for it. If you're not, well, that's too fucking bad.
You know what we should call it? I just thought about it right now.
What?
Half high and half drunk. That would probably be better.
Yeah, H and H.
I like that.
H and H.
You know what?
H and H. Okay.
Yeah.
We might be changing the name of it just right now because half high and half drunk.
So coming up,
Who
get,
knows?
Get ready for all the noodles you can eat.
I'm writing it down.
Yep.
Jump scare. Half high, half true.
So this is both you guys. What did you do? Was that crack? That was your wrist.
My elbow. That was terrible.
Well, yes, we don't have those little clicker things. We have Big Dog's elbow.
That fucking hurt. Okay, go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say jump scare / half high and half drunk because we don't know what it's gonna be called yet.
That's terrible.
And Big Dog just hurt himself.
Yeah, I did.
So here we are.
Yes.
Snacks is here, like we talked about in the intro.
What is the name
Snacks
of the
is
show?
here. I don't know. Well, this is still loud and clear with the Big Dog and AC show. But this segment could be called Jump Scare, or it could be called Half High, Half Drunk. Don't know yet.
We don't know.
We don't know. We'll figure that out when we're not half high and half drunk.
Yeah.
We'll figure that out, and we'll think of what's a good name.
Well,
So,
we're always half high and half drunk.
well, you're both.
Yeah.
I'm
then
just
he's-
high. I'm half high.
No, I'm drunk.
Okay.
So we watched 3 movies
Go ahead.
that we have not talked about yet because the last show we watched a couple and we talked about those. So now we're going to talk about Thanksgiving, Night Swim, and The Nun 2. So we're going to start with Thanksgiving.
Gobble.
Yes, because I did watch it before you came, and then we watched it again. And I looked to see if I had talked about it, and I think I had said I was going to watch it, and I don't think I talked about it exactly, or that I started to talk about it and didn't finish it. Whatever. We're going to talk about it again, even if I talked about it. Doesn't matter. So, Thanksgiving, the movie with Patrick Dempsey from 2023. So, last year. After a Black Friday riot ends in tragedy, a mysterious Thanksgiving-inspired killer terrorizes Plymouth, Massachusetts, the birthplace of the infamous holiday. Boom. That's an easy, small, little thing. So, it is rated R. Yes, rated R.
I would hope.
So, well, yeah, I know, huh? So, right off the bat, people get killed, right? So...
Yeah, pretty.
So
pretty
yeah,
quick.
so like I said in the description, there is a Black Friday, but it actually is on Thanksgiving Eve or Thanksgiving night. It's like a Walmart type situation, and they actually have it to beat the Black Friday. They're like, oh, people spend the night anyway, so let's just be open on Thanksgiving, which is bullshit. But then that's what they did.
Mm-hmm.
So all these people are lined up. It's a big mob of people trying to get into this store. And then some little privileged people come in. Well, one of them is the daughter of the owner of the store. So her and her little asshole friends go into the store and they basically mock everybody saying they're in there early. So that stirs up the crowd, starts a riot.
Yep.
And within 10 minutes of the start of this movie, you see someone's hair get pulled off from the scalp.
Yeah, their scalp get pulled.
You see someone, their arm gets twisted at the elbow and breaks the other way, which I think is always disgusting.
Kind of like the way we produce the show here. We all get hair pulled off the scalp pull an arm off.
You don't have any hair.
What?
Are you gonna take that from him?
You know what? He has a beard.
So do
Both you
you.
guys do. Another thing, I don't have a beard, so what the heck? I feel
You're-
left out.
you're half
I'm not
beard.
high.
You know, if you had a beard, we probably wouldn't be married.
you would too.
I would, even
Married.
with a beard.
Yep.
I went out drinking with your father. I mean, geez. I mean, you really better be ready to drink when you go out with that guy.
Yes.
Oh my goodness gracious! That little 93-year-old, like, oh boy, everything's good, is different in the bar.
I'm
Let's
sure.
drink 'em up, boys.
Well, 'cause
Here
when
we
it's
go.
just you and him, it's different.
Let's go.
So that's the beginning of the show or the movie, and then after all that drama and shit happens, then they fast forward to a year later when it's around Thanksgiving again, and there's someone that has it's some pilgrim from
John, is it John?
I don't remember. That's why I said some pilgrim.
Yeah, it's
Because I don't remember what his name is. It's some important.
John Carpenter.
I don't know.
I'll look
I
it
don't
up while
think so. You
talk.
look it up. He's the fact checker right now too.
Yep.
Someone has the mask on because he's like the founding whatever or famous resident of this Plymouth, Massachusetts town. So everyone around Thanksgiving has that mask on. So you don't know who the killer is because everyone's got that mask on. So whoever it is,
John Carver.
John Carver.
I think
You're close.
Carpenter.
You're
Carver.
close.
Yep.
You're close. So you don't know who the killer is, and he's like avenging everybody from this massacre that happened at the store, which is not Walmart, but is called something similar to
Yep.
Walmart.
Yeah, something Mart.
Yeah, it's something Right
Yeah.
Mart. I think it's Right Mart.
Yeah.
Snacks likes Walmart.
Yes, he
He goes
does.
there all
He's
day.
not going to say anything bad about Walmart.
No, hell no.
Nope.
No. No.
So there's a lot. So that's basically the story of that movie. And the thing that makes this movie so crazy is that there's so much fucking gore and random shit in it.
There really is.
Blood I know. There's like blood all over the place. Someone gets cooked in the oven, basted like a turkey,
And like sliced.
and then sliced and then force fed to the other person, and
Yeah.
that person starts to throw up. It's like crazy. It's crazy.
There's somebody that lost like half their body in a certain way.
Yeah, which I thought was kind of, we can say that because, okay, somebody,
She gets hit by a truck.
She gets
but
hit by a truck.
She's trying to jump into a dumpster to escape the guy.
yeah, and then the lid of the dumpster comes down and then cuts her in
severed
half. So
which I
I'm-
don't think would make sense because usually the dumpsters are plastic lids.
yeah, I wouldn't think that would really happen, but that's the gore,
And
just
like
the
you
extra
see
gore that they have in there.
You see the intestines.
Yeah.
And so the reason we watched this movie was because I told AC I'm going to watch Terrifier eventually. And she goes, oh, let's give you a little something to prepare yourself, even though it's not really going to prepare you. So she's like, let's watch this.
Yeah. So there was a lot.
Yeah.
There's a lot of gore in this movie. And so
1 to 5.
We're not there yet.
1 to 5 beers.
that's going to be quick if we talked about that already.
Are you still talking?
We're
Yeah.
you
Still
better
talking
keep,
about
yeah.
the movie?
You go focus
Yeah.
on your...
Well,
Happy Father's
Grass.
Day,
so, yeah.
everybody.
So, Snack, what did you think about it? Because I had seen it already.
The gore was there.
Yes.
Definitely there.
Were you surprised that there was so much on it?
I wasn't like surprised. Like when I first saw it, I was like,
For a rated R movie, how about that? For a
okay,
rated R movie.
I was like, okay, they're going there.
Right away.
They're going there.
Yeah.
At first, like there's that one person. Spoiler, real quick. He dies by getting like trampled on by the mob, and I was like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, okay, so he's gonna die. But sorry, I hit the desk.
Jeez, you guys are
So,
just not professional.
I was like, okay. Now I'm like, okay, I've seen like kind of worse. But the second I'm watching, I'm like, oh, the arm broke. I was like, oh, okay, that doesn't bother me. Then when I saw her fucking scalp get pulled, I was like, oh, they're going there. Mm-hmm. And you see it like tied to the cart, like the shopping cart getting
Yeah.
pulled around the store.
Yeah.
Her scalp. It's
yeah,
just like,
her hair gets pulled off, and then you just see it like pulled slowly,
yeah. Yeah.
like off of her head.
Yeah. And yeah, they went there.
Yeah, they did. And someone gets their, someone gets their like carotid slashed and like blood squirting all over. And this person is holding on to this free waffle iron, free waffle maker that they have for the first 100 people. And someone, when this person's dying, they grab it out of his hands.
Not even to help him.
And then they move on.
I had to turn my mic on for that. Waffle iron?
Yeah.
What are you guys watching? What exactly is it that's going on?
It's like Black Friday.
It's called Thanksgiving.
Gore. Oh.
Yeah. So it's all the Black Friday. Apparently, obviously, it's a statement towards all the stores that are open for Black Friday, and then eventually start opening on Thanksgiving night because so many people are there for Black Friday. And like, that's true. Stores did do that. They're kind of not doing it so much anymore. But they were starting to do that, which is ridiculous. The ridiculous thing is people fucking showing up
at like Thanksgiving time.
Yes, for Thanksgiving in the parking lot of a store, instead of being at home.
And getting killed.
Well,
murdered.
Yeah, and then you get killed too, so don't do that.
Murdered. Don't show up.
Don't show up.
Second movie.
Wait, we're not even done.
So
don't rush us.
Don't rush.
You're not part of Half High, Half Drunk.
No, because he's full.
I'm not part of it.
Not Half High, Half Drunk. Because you're both.
I'm not.
You're full.
I'm not Half High, Half Drunk.
Well, anyways, so any more thoughts on that one, Snacks? Because we got 2 more movies to talk about. So what would you give that 1 to 5?
Out of my hard seltzers.
Yes.
Okay, we're saying based on we like it, right?
Just say, yeah. Oh, wait, hold on. There's a truck driving by.
Yeah, thank you guys.
We can say for you,
Scare factor.
1 to 5 joints, and I'll say 1 to 5 beers.
Got it. Okay. I like Half High. Got it. We'll do that. That sounds better.
Okay. So
1 to 5 jump.
So what would you give it? Just on, because I never have a standard rating on anything, but I'm just gonna say, based on what you thought of the movie, incorporating the fact that we like the gore, we like the good story, all of that together.
And her
Did you like that movie? So what would you rate it?
2.5. 2.5.
2.5.
Wow. 2.5?
I have to get to the other movie reviews. You'll hear my rating.
Because
Snacks. AC's never given anything outside of a 3.5. So 2
What?
is,
What?
Yeah.
What the fuck? She's
What are
given
you
a 1
talking
before.
about?
She's given a 1.
I know, but outside of going up 2.5. It's
What, you don't know.
A movie review with AC is
What?
She
Man,
gave Autopsy Jane Doe a 4.
Well,
but now it's a 5.
should have gave it a 5. I should have gave it a 5, but she
Well, now
doesn't.
she is.
She's tough on these movie reviews, so
Right.
she's asking you.
But
Yeah,
but
2.5.
I was gonna give it 2.5 also.
I was gonna give it like 4.72.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
That's close. 2.5.
All right. Big Dog just sit there. It's okay.
Do we need to give reasons?
It's okay.
I'm
If
just-
you want, you
I'm
can give a
just
reason.
the producer.
Okay,
I know.
as a scary movie, it was not scary. It was a gory movie, which was cool because I like gory movies more than scary movies. I can handle the gore like that. I'm like, ugh. Still to this day, like the platform though. We watched the platform. I think we did a review on it, right? Yeah. That
Yeah,
one's
we did
fucking
that.
nasty. I cannot stand like the food sharing, the eating fucking scraps. That
Yeah, but that wasn't
But it was nasty to me. It wasn't scary
okay, it
at
was
all.
nasty to
It was-
you.
Yeah, it was like just ugh.
because
Just it was weird.
Yeah.
But like the gore I can handle, so I like that sense. But it's just some of the Patrick Dempsey, great. He was great in the movie, honestly. A couple of the other actors were really good.
yeah.
But some of them I couldn't handle. I was just like, okay, you guys are fucking ruining the vibes of this movie.
Well, like compared to Tarot, when the people immediately were bad actors,
Yes.
this was actually like a good theater, like in the movies, movie theater
Yeah.
movie.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, this was. I'd still only give it 2.5 just because it was a letdown at the end. Because when you find out why the killer killed people, it was like, oh, just some stupid reason.
And I figured out the killer like right away.
You did not.
I had a list.
You
of
had a
3.
list.
Of 3.
You had a list.
And
so
that person was on the list.
Well, that person was on the list.
Yep.
Yes, but you kept saying, "Oh, it's this person." And I didn't say anything. You're like, oh, no, it's not that person. Okay, what about this person? No, it's not that person. Oh, I think it's this person. Oh, yeah, it's that person. But
Yeah. So, yeah, kind of seemed predictable, but not. I mean, I guess. I didn't predict any of the way they died or what was happening, though. I did not predict how that was going to happen, which is kind of cool. Mm-hmm. Because, like, some of them, like, you're like, oh, they're going to fucking die right now. But, like, no, he's keeping them alive.
Yeah. I didn't know who it was until... Well, for sure, until like not the very end, but a little bit before the end, when you're like, okay, all these other people have died, but there's got to be some sort of reason. Because in the beginning, you know, they show all these people, and it's like there's always a reason for something when they show stuff. So,
Yep. 2.5.
2.5 for both of us, actually.
Wow.
Big Dog.
2.5 equals 5.
Oh, wait, 2.5. Half drunk, half high.
5. Yep, that's it. Yep.
All right.
Or
next
it's 5
one.
out of 10.
So you have one more.
Number 2.
2? Let's go.
Pay
Here.
attention.
Okay. I'm paying attention.
You're not going to be able to do more.
Okay, so the next one we watch, next one we're going to talk about is called Night Swim.
No.
And it is a new one from this year, 2024. Okay?
Let me get out of here.
Okay. But this one's only PG-13.
Yeah.
So, okay, let me go ahead and
Which you could tell it was PG-13.
Yeah, you could tell.
Anytime there's a kid in the movie, you know it's not going to be like super bad.
Very rarely do they kill the kids. Very rarely.
That's true.
Hold on, I gotta pull up the thing. Okay, a family moves into a new home, unaware that a dark secret from the house's past will unleash a malevolent force in the backyard pool. This movie...
Hold on. What's malevolent? What is that?
Evil.
Really? Is that what it means?
Evil.
Oh.
Evil.
Okay.
Yes, okay. I was going to say there's a movie that we want Snacks to watch, but he won't watch. But
Yep.
Okay. Night Swim, brand new movie. Got to watch it on Peacock. And it was PG-13, as I say. So you already know going in, it's not going to be blood and guts and all that kind of shit. It's going to be very tame. The story, though, I did like the story.
I like the story a lot.
Yes, I like the story. The beginning of it, they show
Backstory.
Backstory of, and that wasn't even like the original of how the whole thing started, but it was the previous owners, I guess.
Yeah.
And so then the new owners move in. It's a professional baseball player who ends up developing MS. So he can't play baseball anymore, and they're just going to do like swim therapy in their pool. Daughter, son. The son's trying to play baseball, but he's not as athletic as his dad.
The daughter's a favorite. She's going to be a swimmer.
Yes. So then the baseball player, he's kind of like, he does favor the daughter, and the son is kind of like, you can tell he's kind of a disappointment to him, which plays into the whole thing. It was a good story. I mean, I did like it.
It was a good ending.
It was
in a sense.
It was okay. Well, you knew that, first of all, they're not going to kill a kid because it's PG-13, like we said, right? So you know that someone's going to sacrifice themselves to save the kid. So we'll just say that at least. Okay, go ahead. Big Dog's going to have a comment.
Someone's going to sacrifice what?
Themselves.
For what?
To
save the kid.
A kid.
To save
a kid.
The kid.
Yep. The kid in the movie.
Yes. There's a
boy
and a girl. The boy's like, I don't know, like 12, 11?
11, 12, yeah, middle school.
Something like that. Yeah.
I'm going to spoil this part, but not say like who. I'm glad they didn't like reverse it. Like, oh, the kid saved it. Oh, and that person sacrificed their back. You know what I mean?
Oh, like after...
Like, oh, happy ending.
Oh.
No, they came back. It reversed whatever. I'm not saying what it is.
Yeah.
Like, the person's back. No, I like how that It was
What
like,
I would have liked them to spend more time on is what actually the evil
Yes.
stuff was, because they said that the pool Big Dog's like, fuck it. The pool was fed by a natural spring, natural filtration, so you didn't have to do anything. Geothermic heat. You didn't have to do anything with the pool except just let the water come in.
yeah, it was like a pond or a lake area.
Yeah.
That was all haunted, basically.
So that's where some sort of evil is coming from, and they kind of talked about the history, but they didn't really go into it too much,
because they should have went.
They
yeah.
did talk about that there was the in the area there were healing mineral springs, so a lot of people would go there. So apparently someone built a house there, built a pool there, and tied into the mineral springs,
Yeah.
but
Like
they didn't really say where the evil is coming from.
But like the water is not evil itself. It's like it gives you that healing, but the way for it to give you the healing, it's like it takes to give.
Well, that's the thing,
Evil.
that a person will have a wish.
Yep.
And then in order for that wish to be fulfilled,
You sacrifice yourself or someone else.
Yes, you have to sacrifice basically blood for blood for blood or whatever.
I'll spoil the first part because it's a prequel. Not gonna spoil the whole movie, right? The first scene.
I don't know what you're going to say.
The first scene, the previous owners.
Oh yeah, when
this girl, her brother is sick.
So okay, we say, oh, the kids aren't going to die, but some kid does die. So never mind on that thing, because someone did die. A little girl did die.
Yeah, the brother. I'm spoiling this part.
Can we get some more weed and beer delivered?
Yeah, I know,
show.
Jesus.
So
Can we get some more
brother,
weed
Jesus, help us.
The brother is like sick, like really bad sick in a hospital bed in his room. The daughter is there. And then basically the daughter, I'm not going to say how because I don't want to spoil that part, but the daughter goes into the water and like the water like shows you things, and she thinks that there's a toy for her brother, and she goes in to get it for her brother, and it's like, oh, I'll get this toy, and then she starts seeing things. Like the water makes you see things, so she thinks she's seeing her mom, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So she basically goes in the water kills her, and her brother's healed. I won't spoil how it happened.
We don't know about the brother being healed until later, because in the beginning we're watching like, how come the mom doesn't know that the daughter's outside
screaming?
How come she doesn't check on her? How come she doesn't see her drowning or whatever being taken in the pool?
Which they reveal.
That all comes together, and then that's how you know that there's a wish that someone. But see, also, they don't say if it's a conscious or subconscious wish, because the baseball player in the movie, he said a wish kind of thing, just like, oh, I wish I could show you how much I love you, or how much more, or how you're more important to me than baseball. I wish I could show you that. And
that wish was like, bam.
But he never came out. Thank you. He never really came out when we were watching them, and with all the drama. He never came out and said that. So it's not like a real wish that they said, So is it a subconscious thing that the pool entity
it was like
senses
your deepest,
in somebody?
Your deepest desire, wish type of thing? Like,
or they find the person has the most to lose or gain or whatever, and has the most want for something, because why him and not the other people that were there?
But then, like, if it's like somebody who could lose the most, wouldn't that brother in the beginning lose the most because he's the one that's super sick, but it wasn't him who had the wish?
No, but it wasn't the sister that had the wish either. So
how do they?
I guess
if you know about the water, because she said she knew. Oh, sorry, it's a girl. That girl knew about the water, so she was kind of like, because she heard stories or something. Because she's the one that told us about the backstory.
The woman?
Yeah, the woman. I don't want to say who the woman is.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So she knew
about like what the water does.
But did she know before or after?
Yeah. See.
And also,
but she did know. She did know about the water. See, I don't want to spoil it though, because she
But I don't know that they bought the house on purpose though for that wish.
But she knew about the water because
You guys are crazy.
okay, cool. But she knew about the water because the daughter. Like, I don't want to spoil the scene.
Well,
Could we just
No.
say that scene?
she knew. Well, it's in the first 5 minutes, so
No, but we don't find out until like towards the end of the movie, though. The real
Okay,
scene.
so don't say it.
I know, but I'm like, that's what I'm saying. She knew about the water because.
Okay, so
She didn't-
well, we
the
won't
girl
talk-
wasn't saved.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. She knew
The
about
mother
the
did
water.
not come out to go save the daughter because obviously they knew something was going to be happening. So they knew that, but we didn't know that until later. So then also the baseball player that had MS, when they're looking at the pool before they decide to buy this house, he sees a baseball in there.
Mm-hmm.
So this is before he's even in the water, and the pool had a baseball there for him.
I think it's almost like weak-minded. Like, oh, we can get him with the mind. Like, oh, they'll be easy to like pull
Manipulate?
in. Yeah, manipulate. Because you can't manipulate the boy because the boy's bedbound, but you can manipulate other people around the boy. Look at her. She cared about her brother. She saw her brother's boat toy.
But that boat toy showed up later too,
Yeah.
and people didn't even care about that one.
But the boat toy showed up because the spirit was connecting with the sun, and it was showing like, hey.
Well, so why would the spirit connect with the baseball player when no one had done anything yet in the water?
Mm-hmm.
Showed him a baseball. That's how he fell in to begin with.
Yeah.
And then when he fell in, that's how we see all these like flashes and stuff. And that's how the water got the baseball player. But we didn't know that it was all based on a wish, and it's like some subconscious type
Also,
wish thing.
It didn't.
Is this going to make sense to anybody? I mean, honestly, half high, half drunk is probably makes no sense.
Also, the water.
Just hashtag the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
That's all you gotta
Yeah.
The
do.
water,
Yeah.
like,
I'm enjoying it.
Okay.
it almost like possesses you, I want to say.
Well, it did. We can say
Yeah,
it, it did
didn't
possess somebody.
It didn't possess the person until later in the movie. It's like people were going in the water to swim, and I think it was like, I'll just spoil, like the water heals his MS. And
It
like,
starts to heal his MS.
MS, and like it's just really good and everything. And then it got to the point where it's like, boom, we're gonna possess this person to make this happen, like the trade.
Well, now I was starting to get the feeling of like The Shining, where the water was starting to possess the baseball player because it was healing his MS,
Mm-hmm.
and it made him want to just be back in the water
All the time.
all the time in the water. Oh, okay. And at one point he was starting to be like, oh, okay, where's my kid? Where's my son? Let's go find my son. And then all of a sudden he stopped because the water called to him, and he's all, well, forget that. I'm doing this.
Mm-hmm.
And so the water, it you know, like The Shining, it started to like possess him, take him away from the family
Mm-hmm.
and stuff because he just was becoming obsessed about everything. When the other family members did go in the water, they would see
They would get
things. There would
Pools.
be ghosts, and there would be
Spirits,
visions and
yeah.
things like. So, yeah, I really wish that they would have said where that came from.
Yeah, they should have done like more of a backstory.
Yeah, like what is this evil? Or is it even evil? Because it might not be evil. It might just be something
That needs to be fed.
granting a wish.
Are we getting to 1 to 5 beers?
We're getting close.
Close.
Yeah.
We're getting close.
All right. Just curious
Because-
because the studio wants us out.
Do they out by midnight?
Yeah, get out the fuck out of here.
So it's like they're not really. They're assuming that's the thing. They're assuming that it's an evil, but if you make the wish like a genie or something, you make the wish, you got to pay for it.
Yeah,
So who's to say
because
that it's like an evil thing?
they're gonna say it's evil, there were so many people in the pool, and then they have a pool party, and there's probably 50 people like going in and out of the pool.
Yeah, nothing
None
happened.
of them died.
Right, nothing like
They didn't
weird.
take anybody. I mean, something happened, but it's with one person
Yeah.
and one of the main people. Mm-hmm. But it's like they didn't drown anybody. You know, so it's like,
Yeah, so you gotta wonder: was it really an evil
Evil?
spirit? With that, they're trying to say it's evil, but
they're making
why?
it look evil.
Yeah, but why?
Because like, what if you don't see any of the demons? You know, What if you don't see any of them and you're just like, oh, it's a pool that heals, but I gotta do something else to get the heal, or a pool that grants a wish, but I gotta sacrifice something to get the wish.
Exactly.
And you don't see the demons, it's not gonna be a scary movie.
Exactly.
See, this is why you have this program.
This is why.
Because you
This
guys,
big program.
you guys are right on the same page.
I don't know that
fuck.
that's making sense to anybody, but if you
Yeah.
watch the movie, you'll know it makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, if you
So what are
watch
you
a
gonna
movie-
rate it?
if
What are
you-
you gonna rate it,
Yeah.
AC?
But wait, if you watch a movie and you listen to this show,
Yeah.
yeah,
Then it'll make sense.
Yeah.
jump scare with AC
No, half high, half drunk.
or
We don't know yet.
yeah, whatever. We're working on it.
I'm rooting for that one.
Jump scare with half
Hey.
high and half drunk.
Yeah.
AC,
Put it all together.
yeah. What's next?
Okay,
Your rating.
my rating. Okay, you guys are still gonna be disappointed. I'm still giving it 3 out of 5.
I'm doing a 3-2.
Oh my! A 3-2?
No, a
Bitch.
3 as well. Wait, we're on the
37
same.
too.
Yeah.
A 3.
3.254.
Yeah, I like. Yeah.
I did like the story, but as PG-13, there's only so much they're going to be able to do.
Rock and roll kitties in the house.
I think they could have done more. There was, at least at one point, they did show a scary
Person.
thing,
Creature.
like ghostly
And
thing.
then towards the end, I think at the end is when they showed like all of them. The
Yeah.
scary things. But
Then you
are
see,
those
like-
are those the people?
Yeah, but those are like the past sacrifices, I guess,
Yeah.
or something like that.
But why is there someone that's still good? Is
Yeah,
it really
see,
evil?
I don't know. Yeah, that's the thing. They didn't really go into too much depth because it's PG-13 and it's kind of just surface shit.
Is there another movie?
There is one more movie.
One more.
I'm excited about this one.
Is this,
Oh, Snacks looks excited.
Yeah, he does. Is it Nun too?
Yes.
It's the Nunya business too.
Nun. I ain't watching none of that shit.
We know. You're scared.
I'm not gonna. You did, yes, Snacks. I am fucking scared.
I was honestly.
I'm not doing that shit.
And we watched it. We didn't even plan to watch this. We watched it on a whim. And I was like, oh, wait, this movie's out. And she was like, what? It's out. And we're like, we're watching it right now. Tonight. Boom.
So we did.
We were excited
watch
because we
it.
thought it was like not out yet, but it came out last year.
What the fuck? I saved it on my thing.
So-
It's not
And
there
it was
now.
rated R.
Rated R.
It's rated R.
Nun 2.
And it's clearly a sequel. So you have
Yes.
the same
Oh, yeah, it is.
main
'Cause it's-
character.
Number 2.
Yeah, I watched the first one. I'm good.
So it is
watched the
from.
first one?
I didn't even touch the first one. You guys.
Oh
are,
yeah, I was gonna say you didn't watch the first
You
one. did
two
you?
First
crazy.
one wasn't scary.
You two crazy
remember my review.
Draculas are nuts. I'm
Yeah,
not
but the
touching
first
it.
one, remember,
Wasn't-
we told you it wasn't scary. Snacks thought it was
had-
gonna be scary.
It had a jump scare. That one scene.
It had one.
Where did
No,
we
it had
talked
two.
about that.
It had two for
well,
me.
it
One
was
for you.
one for me.
Where did we get the name of the show? Jump scare.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So The Nun 2,
Oh boy.
1956 France.
No.
Remember, I thought it said 1920.
No, you said
1956.
you thought it was like 15 something. Remember, like
Oh, yeah,
17
18 something.
1800.
I'm like, why does there lights and stuff? Didn't realize it till later. I'm like, oh yeah,
I was like, wait a second.
because I thought it said something 1800 or even 1920. They wouldn't have the lights.
This is what I deal with every week, folks. every
In
week.
1956 France, a priest is murdered and evil is spreading. The sequel to the worldwide smash hit follows Sister Irene as she once again comes face to face with Valak, the demon nun.
Son of
I want to start off by saying
Valak is the name of the
Yes.
demon
I was really
from The Conjuring.
glad this movie, they like got right to it. Like with the scares. Or not the scares, but they really got into like the kills, whatever. The horror aspect, it was right away.
Well, they should have, because this is the second one. So the first one is like building up and the backstory and all that stuff. Second one is like, okay, we're just continuing. We already know this demon is there. We already know. But then at the end, you find out why the eyes
Yeah.
are glowing
Yes.
from The Conjuring, which we did not know.
Yeah.
Because also then, if you watch any of the Conjuring universe, you know.
Nope. Don't
I know
watch
you
them.
haven't, but that's awesome. I love it.
I watched
No,
them. I watched
there's-
those.
I love
watched-
all of
I
them.
am not wetting my pants.
No, I
anytime
watch, I
soon.
watch all the Conjuring, and they're not like.
I love all the Conjuring stuff. So in the second Conjuring, when the nun is a major kind of part, the eyes are glowing. That's the second one.
Yeah.
Because that's when they're in England.
Yep.
The eyes are glowing. So now you find out, because in
Why?
the first nun, the eyes are not glowing. In the second one, at the end, you figure out how the eyes are glowing. And so you also know that they do not vanquish this demon completely, because obviously it's in The Conjuring, so
Yeah.
obviously it comes back.
That's why I hope there's because every Annabelle and Conjuring, they all have 3 movies. So I think I hope the Nun gets 3 because I want to know how.
Because it looks like they vanquished the demon
Yeah, you would think
at the end of this one. But clearly they don't, because it comes back later.
later in the years.
In The Conjuring.
So that's not a spoiler to anybody.
If that's if people, they should know, because if they watched all the Conjurings came out first. And if this is supposed to be 1950,
and then it happens in like the 70s or 80s, right? With
yeah, I think it's
Lorraine.
probably like the 70s
Yeah.
is when the second one is supposed to be around. So yeah, so and then the eyes are always glowing and all that shit. So at least they explain that. So that's pretty cool. So we're assuming that they're leaving space to figure out how the demon comes back.
Yeah.
Unless after just so much time. I mean, I don't know how demons work, so maybe they just come back after a while.
But you would
Who
think
knows,
because
but-
of the way she was vanquished. But see, in the first, remember me and you and like we were watching, we're like, how is she still alive? And then we remembered how it happened in the first one. How she wasn't vanquished. But then we're like,
yeah,
oh,
it
this
was
is
not
how
really
she,
vanquished.
she was in someone else's body. You know? So I'm like, did she transfer to somebody else for this next one?
So no real spoiler, I don't think.
No.
By saying that in The Nun 2, Frenchie from the first one,
Because you see it.
yes,
in
because
the
you see
first
that
movie.
at the end of the first movie, he actually gets possessed, but it's kind of like he's not possessed the whole entire time.
She
'Cause-
basically could choose. She could like she's based. That's
I'm
like
not going to call it a she. We'll
A
just say
nun.
it.
well, I say her because she's a
demon.
nun.
Okay. It's,
Well, she's basically like that's like her home body is using him, but then it like can go into like somebody else. And but if it's like in an area like a sacred ground, almost I feel like is when it could show itself. You know what I mean?
yeah, like just be outside the body and just be itself. Like,
yeah,
for
because
sure.
you know there was parts where he like went. Whoop.
1 to 5 beers.
We're not there yet.
Oh no, we got a lot of stuff time.
You're not there. So
Okay, cool.
I don't. That's when I was like, I'm like, how?
Well, at one point we did say, what happens to Frenchie then when the nun is out, the demon is out doing something else? Is he just like living his life?
Yeah.
Like just moving on and doing things?
Yeah.
Or is he like in his room, like in a corner?
But he
Like,
but he would like just do normal things.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, and then
So-
all of a sudden it was woof.
So once again, we do not know how demons work.
No.
Exactly.
We're not.
Or possession.
Yeah.
So who knows what happens when they're not
And so,
in
like,
you?
Clearly, by us talking about this, you should kind of figure out that the demon's not in Frenchie's body anymore at the end of the movie, because we're thinking, how is it going to lead into the next one? Because clearly, we could say like, oh, it's still in Frenchie's body, guys. So the next movie, they're going to get it out. Like we would say that, like but
Well,
we don't know how. So
there's
how
some sort of exorcism. You know, like all these movies have some sort of exorcism in them. Bigdog loves that shit. So does Snacks, actually. I liked the like where it was supposed to be. It was an old monastery that turned into a boarding school, but it really was very run down, and that's why I assumed it was like 1800s.
It really does. Yeah.
It was horrible. Like, man, in 1950, they still live like shit in there.
Yeah.
But it was in Europe, so I don't know.
And it was good in a sense. I liked how they kept the same sister from the first movie, Sister Irene, and she plays a huge part, especially with the eyes. I don't want to spoil anything, but she plays a part, and she sees the visions, just
Which
like
is how
Lorraine does.
Somehow they're going to tie her into Lorraine.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like there should be a third one that's going to bridge the gap between all of this.
Yes. I want to say right now, my prediction, or if you're listening out there, if you want to write this movie, I think it'd be really cool to have, because there's I'm just going to spoil one little thing. There's a bloodline, and it's a really important power where you had the visions. Lorraine has the visions. Sister Irene has the visions. Sister Irene's mom has the visions. And she went away. So I think
And they do talk about a saint that had visions.
yes, and that plays a huge part with the eyes, for the nun. If you guys are listening, you should write Lorraine being related to Irene's mom. It would make a lot of sense for everybody to figure out.
I'm sure they
'Cause of
will.
bloodline.
There's going to be something because there's going to be. It's probably going to be the Nun 3 bloodline.
Yeah,
It's
but is it
probably
going
what it's
to
gonna
be Sister Irene again,
Snacks.
or is it going to
Snacks.
tie in? Because if you think about it, is it going to be Lorraine when she's younger? Because when was Lorraine born? And because Sister Irene's still young, are they going to be together in this next movie?
Snacks. Have you figured it out?
I mean, I thought
No, it's not out
Irene was.
yet.
I thought Irene was in 1800s.
None 2's not out yet.
What?
Yes, it is. He's talking about that there should be, like we said, a third one to bridge a gap between the current
I thought
Conjuring.
there was a third one.
No.
Not for the nun, no.
No. Okay.
There's there's 3 Annabelles. There's 3 there's
Conjurings.
there's 3 Conjurings.
Okay.
So we're waiting for the third nun to like bridge the gap between all of it and just tie the whole universe together.
So if I'm thinking about like years, is it gonna maybe? What if it shows Sister Irene old and Lorraine young? I don't know the years. They also are sisters in real life, which is kind of cool. The actresses.
We thought they were mother daughter, but they're not. They're sisters.
No, they're sisters. But I feel like if they could tie that, I have to sneeze. My allergies are fucked up. But if they could tie that, I think it'd be a really cool story, like leading in.
I'm
Especially
sure
the-
that there's going to be a third one.
Maybe
And
Sister Irene's gonna sacrifice herself to save Lorraine. I don't know. I'm just creating things.
I think this is my prediction then. Ready? The Nun 3 is going to be Sister Irene sacrificing herself to save baby Lorraine.
Oh yeah,
Lorraine has a baby.
yeah. We gotta figure out when Lorraine's born.
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll have to.
I don't know.
The creators of this.
It should probably be too old because if it's in the 70s and that was the 50s, so that means she'd be 20 and she's older than that, so it's probably not going to work.
Maybe to save Lorraine's baby. Maybe they can go back.
baby.
Lorraine's baby.
Oh, jeez.
And then when she sacrifices her, oh no, did she have powers
No,
when
I
she
don't-
was a kid?
I don't know.
Or the visions?
This is all just high and drunk.
Yep.
So,
That's the whole title. Going back to the actual movie itself.
are we gonna wrap this shit up or what?
No, you can go.
Okay, I'll go.
We're just going. No, we're going back to the actual movie, and this is all speculation. Where are you going? Oh, you're not going.
Oh my gosh, you're fine.
You're not going anywhere. You're leaving your
You gotta
cloud.
give your- you
You're
gotta give
leaving your cloud of smoke here for all of us.
You got to do your review on the movie.
I've been waiting for you guys.
This
Okay.
has been the. Okay, so Snacks, what did you think of the movie itself, without us all speculating everything else? What did you think of the movie?
My rating?
Just in general, you can just say, did you like it? You
1
enjoyed
to
it?
5
You didn't?
beers. Fuck, that's all we've ever done.
I want to say like 3.5 to 4. I really liked it.
Oh, interesting.
Ooh, that's pretty. That's pretty
That is-
good.
That is pretty good. I'm giving it a 3.
Yeah. I
Because-
just like the whole I love the Conjuring movies, that type of whole vibe.
Yeah.
The one Annabelle I don't like, but all the others I do. And like
Which animal don't you like?
the first one.
The original one.
Yeah, the original. I like that one. I like the Comes Home and I like the Creation. I like those. I like all the Conjurings. I like the first
You don't
nine.
like the first Annabelle because that demon comes
Yep.
from the ceiling.
Scared the shit out of me. I don't like that one. I don't.
I wouldn't even watch that shit. I mean, you guys do what you do, man.
I just like the
I
whole
I love them all though.
the
They're
vibe.
very good.
I love the whole vibe of the nun, like the story. I really like it. I would say 3 out of 5 because I wanted to see more of the nun.
Yes,
I would say 4 because I just love the story.
the story
why.
was really good, but yes, they
I wanna
needed
see
more
more.
of the nun. Yeah,
That's why it's 3 to 5.
because they showed a lot of Irene and a lot of other random shit as opposed to actually
The nun.
the nun.
And I'll spoil, like, they
demon
show
doing
more of,
stuff.
like, so Frenchie works at this monastery. And the
Well,
like,
it
they're
was
showing
a monastery, it's boarding
Oh,
school
the boarding
then.
school. And I'm like, they showed a lot more of that. When I
Yes,
feel like they could have
because-
shown more of the nun.
Yes, they did more of like the relationships type drama stuff than actually the nun.
And when you go to the
doing stuff.
cathedral that was locked and somebody dies, it's the nun doing it, but the nun's disguised as somebody else. I'm like, I wish it was just more of the nun. Like the first scene when you see the priest die, that's in the description. It's the nun. You see the nun kill the priest.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's why I liked. So I wish they showed more of her. That's why it's 3 out of 5.
Yeah.
In general,
Please.
I really liked the movie.
Mm-hmm. I did like the story. I like the Conjuring universe anyways in general, and it just, I like that all. But it was 3 out of 5.
3 out of 5.
Yes.
Both of you, 3 out
No.
of 5.
Well, he said 3.5 to 4, and now I'm saying 3.
How about the autopsy of Jane Doe?
I haven't
That
watched
I
it yet.
still think is great that Snacks
gonna
has
watch
not
it.
watched. And I told him
I said I'll
after
watch it.
Thanksgiving, the autopsy of Jane Doe is not scary, gruesome like that. It's just creepy and just a really
And
good
jump scares.
story. It's just a really good story, though.
I would watch it because AC wanted to watch this movie called Baba Ganoush or Baba Gadook or Babadook.
Babadook.
And
Which
I said,
there's
fuck
still
no.
There's always tomorrow.
And I said, fuck no to Babadook.
Babadook.
I will watch Autopsy of Jane Doe with you.
Babadook.
Yeah, I'm seeing no. Fuck that bullshit.
So stay tuned for the
I
next.
sounded just like it.
Nope.
Stay tuned for the next episode of the show.
It'll be
'cause it's-
Babadook.
Yeah,
Nope.
it's Babadook.
For
It's
her.
gonna be Babadook.
with
Okay,
AC and Snacks.
AC will rate Babadook and I will rate Autopsy of Jane Doe.
Oh, you better give it a high rating because that was
well.
a good movie.
Yeah, yeah,
We'll watch it.
yep.
I've watched it
I
at
will
least a
watch
couple.
it.
I've watched it a couple times, and then I will watch it again with you because
I
I
will
like
watch
it that much.
I won't watch Babadook.
Babadook.
I'm also going to watch Terrifier 1, guys. So I'll give my review
Yeah,
on that one.
Terrifier 1. And then we'll see. So our deal was he has to watch Terrifier, the first one.
Are
And
we
if
still
he
on?
if he actually wants to watch Terrifier
We're
2,
still on.
She will watch. AC will watch it with me
then I will watch Terrifier
as
2
long as I watch.
with Snacks. But he has to watch the first one and decide if he even wants to watch the second one.
Yep, and we made the deal that she said she won't watch Terrifier 2 unless I watch Autopsy of Jane Doe with her.
Well, he's got to do that first. But
Yep.
Yeah. Andrew,
you go.
AC. Yep, yeah. AC.
AC.
She's ready.
that's me.
Yep. So the movie
I'm
reviews,
half drunk
And I'm half high.
and he's half high.
movie reviews got a 3.2 and a 2.5 and a 6.9 or
Yep,
something. I don't know what it
exactly.
is.
369. Damn good time.
Let's go.
3.15
Yep.
pi.
See you next
3.14.
time.